If you're thinking about having an estate sale, we have 10 tricks that we're going to teach you. And stay till the end. I've got a bonus that you'll want to know about. And we're going to get started right now. Okay, hi everybody. I'm Kes Stadler, Associate Broker with Atlanta Communities, affectionately known as the Singing Realtor, and also a certified real estate probate specialist and advisor. Everyone at some point in their life knows someone that needs to have an estate sale or maybe even a garage sale, but today we're going to be talking about people that may have a family member where they have an estate or property in probate. Probate, you like that? Tongue twister. And they need to have some tips on what to do and what not to do. So we're going to give you 10 tips and a bonus at the end. The very first tip you want to know is you've got to make sure that you don't sell anything before you actually have the estate sale. Okay, so what I mean by that is don't sell items early, especially if you're going to contract with a professional to sell the estate and to handle all the affairs for you. It's only fair that they get to sell the best products because it'll help them also bring more people into the sale. If all the good stuff's gone early or gone ahead of time, it's going to limit the people that'll come to the sale. Okay, another trick or another tip is don't throw anything away. I was talking to one of my planners just the other day, and I've got an older gentleman that was a woodworker, and his family is selling his estate, and he had paint cans, nails, screws, miscellaneous stuff that you and I might think is junk, but she kept telling me it'll bring people in, and especially tools, it'll bring the guys in, and you'd be surprised what they sell. So don't throw anything away before the estate sale. Okay, another tip, and this sounds negative, but it's don't clean up everything. You may want to get organized and think all this stuff is junk, but just like I said earlier, don't clean it up. Just kind of sell it as is. You'd be surprised. One man's junk is another man's treasure. Same holds true for women. Could be clothing, could be shoes, whatever. So don't throw anything away. Let the estate planners do that. That's their job. They're professionals, so leave it to them. Okay, something you really should do is get an itemized list from the planner or the person that's holding the estate sale on what they think the value might be. If they don't know, they will do the research and find out a fair price for it. You've heard these stories of people buying $1 million Monet paintings at an estate sale or garage sale for $50, 50 cents. Don't be one of those people. Make sure you know what you've got, know what the value is, and make sure the planners know what they're doing. That way you don't leave any money on the table. Okay, another thing is do not have a yard sale before the estate sale. I've mentioned this before, but people think yard sale, they think discount. Estate sale will bring people in with deep pockets, and you may have some equipment that can really bring in the heavy hitter buyers. You've also got to be careful because if you sell an antique furniture piece, then the other dealers will know that the good stuff's already gone and then they won't come. So you want to make sure you open it up to everyone. So you can advertise coming soon or guess what we're going to sell or something like that, but don't do anything ahead of time. Okay, be sure that if you have inherited items or items that you definitely know a family member wants, or if this is just a regular garage sale, yard sale, don't have that stuff out. You don't want anybody fighting over family heirlooms or things that aren't for sale. So if you know they're not going with the sale, go ahead and get rid of them. I had a client last year with a listing of mine. They put everything in a closet and then put a separate lock on that closet so that the estate planners, nobody could get in it. Me as the listing broker, I couldn't even get in there. And that way nothing disappeared during the sale. So if there are items that mean a lot to you or the family, go ahead and get rid of them, get them out of the house. That way they're not an issue. Okay, you always want to make sure that the company you hire to handle the estate sale has insurance. Make sure they're licensed, bonded, all that good stuff. Make sure they're registered well, but make sure they have insurance. Just in case something happens, you want to know that you're covered and you want to protect your family. And if you're the executor of an estate, last thing you want is something to really go wrong right before probate's complete or before you're ready to sell the property. So make sure insurance is in place and ask them for a copy of it. Something else along the lines of insurance is you need to make sure you get a copy of the contract and you go over line by line exactly what they're going to do for you, the estate planners, the garage sale company. Have it itemized. Does this include the cleanup? Does this include pricing, labeling? Does it include drinks? I mean, what all do they offer? And is that price a set price or is it negotiable? A lot of times with my clients, when they're moving, I tell them if you're going to have a mover move your property, get a full estimate, not just a guesstimate, not just a, this is the price to get you there, but the final price will be determined once your stuff's on the truck. Same with the garage sale. Don't get in that situation where, well, we didn't know you were going to sell all those items, the price just went up. I have another client of mine that had passed, and the family is selling a Harley Davidson. That'll draw in a lot of people. They're also selling antique furniture. So you're going to have a wide variety of buyers in there, and it's helpful to have someone that knows what they're doing. Okay, another thing to do, and this goes back to what I mentioned before, but after the estate planner comes through, make sure you leave everything there because they're going to start marketing based on what was in the home when they met with you, when they walked through. Last thing you want is they show up and it's like, well, that antique 1820 Victorian dresser is gone and that was going to bring $3,000. It was going to bring in a lot of people and you've already sold it. So that's going to hurt our buyers that are going to come in. So once everything's established and in place, leave it alone. Let the professionals do their job. Okay, something else you want to do, and this is very, very important. A lot of people don't think about it. After the sale, how does the company handle what's left? And get that in writing. You do want to make sure that they have a plan in place or you know what you're left with. You don't want to be left with a mess or all the junk or the things that nobody wanted and they sold and took all the good stuff, made their commission, because a lot of these estate planners and garage sale companies are paid on commission, so they're going to sell the big ticket items, the easy sell items, and you don't want them leaving you with the junk unless that's what you negotiated. It all depends on the price. So make sure they're going to haul away the items, or make sure it's in writing that they will find the companies that you can donate the items to, or maybe some of the services have a third party that comes in afterwards and cleans the house out, whether it be a big roll-off dumpster or they take it to a VA donation center or Goodwill or a homeless shelter, wherever it goes. Just make sure it's spelled out and in writing. Last thing you want is a misunderstanding when there's money involved, especially if it's an estate and probate. Everyone's emotions are already high. You don't want to have any issues with this. This should be part of the smooth process. Okay, so I told you there'd be a bonus if you stayed till the end. Thanks for staying. If you're new to my channel, thanks for watching. I do have two channels, Welcome and Living in Metro Atlanta, which we talk about home repairs and also real estate. And then this channel is the Probate channel, where I help people through probate, wills and trusts and executorships. So I really am a broker with 25 years experience, and I'm trying to help people in all facets of real estate. This is specifically towards estate planning and estate sales. But I will tell you, a bonus material is check out the company you're hiring. And this goes for whether you're doing painting, contracting, but today we're talking about estates. Maybe go check out an estate sale that they're having and see them in action. I went to one last weekend where they had the Mac Daddy set up. I know that's a funny word. They had a nice tent outside. They gave away candy. They had drawings for prizes. They had waters. They even had a place where you could register to get on their email list for future estate sales. And then when I went inside, everything was labeled. It was very professional. Then I had another one last year with an estate where the estate people, when it was done, they pulled out a 12-pack of beer, started drinking beer, and left them all empty cans in the trash can. You can imagine the grandchildren came home to Grandma and Grandpa's house. They had passed away, and they were insulted by the fact that people had been drinking in the home. And so, you know, really do your research. I can help give you some names if you're looking in Metro Atlanta, but do a little research. Make sure you're comfortable with who you're using. Make sure they're in it for the long haul, and this isn't their first time to do it. Check their references. Talk to previous sellers. But it's very important that you know what you're getting into and make sure you've got a professional on your side. All right, and last, just make sure you understand what an estate sale is and is not. It has nothing to do with the actual house itself, but it's just the product inside, the products inside the house or the garage, or it could be tractors you need to sell. Don't forget lawn equipment. Don't forget camping stuff. I'm a Boy Scout leader. A lot of times people will donate tents, things like that, but people will buy you'd be amazed what they will buy. So just know your stuff, know your product, know what you're trying to sell, and don't be taken advantage of by somebody that's kind of slippery or tries to give you a song and dance. All right, so with that in mind, I appreciate you following along till the end. If you have any questions, if you have a suggestion, maybe I missed something, comment below. Like, subscribe my channel. I really appreciate that. And let me know if there's a topic you want me to discuss that maybe I didn't hit on this one. So for now, signing out, the Singing Realtor, your real estate probate specialist and advisor, and associate broker at Atlanta Communities. Take care, and we'll see you on the next video. If you need to know how to refinish hardwood floors yourself with a special refinisher that I use, it's over-the-counter stuff, check out this next video. I talk about that. I'm full service. Take care. Have a great day.